Hi everyone, my name's Ronika, and thank you for joining me for last month's video. Last month's video was about Ashanti Johnson, who was the first African American woman to receive her PhD in oceanography. So you might ask, what is this month's video about? And that's just the right question. It's about ecosystems. What are ecosystems? Ecosystems are filled of living and non-living things in an area. So an ecosystem can be as small as your backyard to as big as an ocean. So now I want to take some time to think of some living things in an ecosystem. So you might have guessed it, but living things can be from your dog to ants to birds, maybe fish, and there's so much more of living things that could be fit into an ecosystem. Now, let's talk about non-living things in an ecosystem. And I just want to give you a hint. Non-living things do not need food. So I'm going to give you a couple of seconds just to think of what could be some non-living things. So you might have guessed it again, because you're awesome. So some non-living things in an area can be rocks, water, and sunlight. So now let's talk about an ocean's ecosystem. What are a few living things in the ocean's ecosystem, you may ask? That is your question. So I want to give you a couple of seconds to think about what are some living things in the ocean's ecosystem. So once again, you might have guessed it because you're awesome. But some living things that could be in the ocean's ecosystem could be jellyfish, turtles, stingrays, and so much more. So now let's think about some non-living things in the ocean's ecosystem. Okay, so your answer was right. Non-living things in the ocean's ecosystem are sand, rocks, water, and once again, there's probably more. So now here we hit the point of our activity. So this week activity, I want you to write or draw an ecosystem. So if you're drawing the ecosystem, I want you to either picture yourself at the middle of the ocean, at the bottom of the ocean, or at the top of the ocean. And I want you to think about what animals might, or what marine life might be in those parts of the oceans. Now, if you're writing a poem, I want you to think about what the ocean might sound like, what you might do at an ocean. I want you to be free and feel free to write about anything, even what it looks like. So once you're done drawing or writing or doing both, I want you, if you could, post your pictures of your poems or your drawings and tag Elk in them. We would love to see, I would love to see them, and Elk would love to see them. And so I want to thank you so much for joining me. Here's a picture of my ecosystem. And attached is a video on ecosystems. Thank you. Bye.